Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. Good morning. So, we're back. We are in Alma, Missouri. But we're in an alternate dimension of Alma, Missouri. This is a different save. No, I didn't strike it rich overnight. You're not seeing things. That actually does say 900 some odd million dollars up there. This is the test map. Basically, this is where I've been coming to download mods, test mods. So it's basically just, I own everything. I bought all the land, but it's just basically just to test stuff. So I've kind of, there's a couple spots where I've reset stuff and done a little grass stuff here and there. You'll see some, areas that might be messed up. But this is where we're going to do some testing. Let's bring old man in. Good morning, old man.
Good morning.
So, we're going to be making the move to Judith Plains, Montana. Really soon. Hopefully sooner than later. I'm sure that DJ, he might be... I know he said that his map was going to have... It's going to be precision farming ready. Chabalki has released the statement that he has updated the Alma map for precision farming, but he has submitted it to Giants. So once they pass that and approve that, which I would hope they would do it maybe this week sometime, then we'll kind of delve into the precision farming world. I have no clue, a little clue, but not a whole lot of clue of how to do the precision farming stuff. So it's going to be a learning experience for me. There's a lot of stuff that's different now too from the previous versions. I'm going to try to watch some tutorials eventually. But hopefully there's a few out there for 25 now. But I decided that, since we're moving to Montana, we're going to be really kind of doing a nosedive into the modding world, into mods and stuff. So I was like, you know what? We really need to test these in multiplayer to make sure that they work. Now, there's some that don't work. I have included a few of those here today. I just want to show you how they don't work. There's some that might have issues with them that I don't know about yet. I've only tested these in like a single player save, which was this save. So we'll learn together today. It's kind of a first time, we don't normally do this. Normally this is like a behind the scenes type thing where we do it when we're not streaming, but I'm going to test some of these mods out just to see how they work in multiplayer and what we can take to Montana with us when we go. And old man is working on... How's it going, old man?
Well, I just opened up the game and it says I'm missing all the mods.
Oh, that's not good.
So I'm gonna try a different thing.
Okay. Keep in mind you don't want to add the mods in there twice because it will add files in there with little numbers in parentheses and then they won't work. So
Yeah.
it's always fun putting mods that are not from the mod hub in it. This is why I stuck with the mod hub for a long time, because it's kind of a complex thing because you have to download the mod and you have to, go to where you downloaded the mod and then make sure that the file is zipped, and then you go in there and make sure it doesn't automatically unzip it and then move it to your mods folder and then make sure it's not doubled up and not conflicting with other ones. So we're going to test. Now, disclaimer, a lot of these mods are from different sources. But all of them came from the itch.io. So none of them came from any of the third-party websites that are notorious for viruses and, all that stuff. So we've got mods from Uh, we've got mods from JCL. We've got mods from EY modding. We've got mods from Shabalki. We've got mods from Stevie. We've got mods from Whiskey Sierra. We've got mods from, oh gosh, JHHG. We've got mods. I'm trying to remember them all now. I'm not going to remember them all. This is just a few of them. But there's mods from multiple sources that we'll be looking at. All right, so let's just, I guess, get right into it here. So we'll start with small tractors. So this is what you normally see. This is what everybody sees if you're on console. Now these mods are PC only mods. Now some of them are in the mod hub for console, but some of them are not. And you'll see the ones that are not here today. So this is what you see. This is what everybody sees when they first pull up small tractors. When you go down the list here, you'll start seeing the green text down below them. Now we did get some with the precision farming. We got this this case. I really like this little case tractor. It doesn't have a lot of ponies. I think it only goes up to 116 or 117. So, but it is kind of American. It's not really it doesn't have the big red and white striped squares on it. So, might be a good little around the farm utility tractor. And then we got the Fiat. Where's the Fiat? You know what? I think it's under medium tractors. There it is. Yeah, there's the Fiat. So this is the old Fiat that we got with it. I know this tractor. I've seen this one before. I saw this one back in either 19 or 22. Somebody did it, and it also came in the New Holland version. So, because I think they were pretty much one and the same. Matter of fact, it's kind of got the New Holland logo there in the front there. So, this is the old Fiat Agri. This thing sounds amazing too. If you guys haven't heard it, tell you what, we'll just go ahead and get it real quick. Let's go over to this tractor. So this is the Fiat. This came with the precision farming barn for how do you say it? Precision
farming.
Yeah, that one. It came with that mod, so you gotta download that one, I guess, or maybe you gotta download that one, or maybe it just came out with that one. I don't know. But listen to this thing when I start it up.
I'll be back.
Okay. Hear that bad boy? Shut it off, start it again. Hear that wind up? Get a little turbo. Love the sound. Got a good sound to it. Alright, so that is available for everybody. Alright, let's look at what else we got. Let's go back to small tractors. We'll start there. Alright, so we've got a whole lot of the older brands. We've got Alice Chalmers. That was weird. The wheels didn't load in there for a second. That's why we're kind of testing these. So this is obviously this is small tractor territory. So this is not going to be a ton of ponies. Got 94 horsepower peak on that one, looks like. You can do different tires. That's about it. And you can add a front loader attacher to it. So it's got its own front loader. I kind of like this because it simplifies the front loader process. So if we want to use that one, and these are not expensive tractors. They're not big and ponies, but they're not expensive either. So let's take a look at that one. There it is. Doesn't have a lot of bells and whistles. Got an okay interior. Not too shabby. Start it up, see what it sounds like. Alright, sounds okay. Front loader works. And look at that. We've got our first ban of the day. Let me go over here. And I'm going to have to move that up. Get to it there. Ban hammer, swing the ban hammer. Bada bing, bada boom. You are the Winkest Link. Goodbye. Alright. Back over here. If it ain't green, it can go back into the barn. No. Now, I like this older equipment. Kind of reminds me of, seeing that I've seen this old equipment just, rusting away in fields and, farmyards and, kind of nice being able to go back and utilize it.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Well, I got a problem.
What's wrong?
So, I had to let my dog out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have a garage that's not attached to the house.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just looking back there. He's looking back there. I'm like, come on. I walk behind the garage, and there's a female duck, and she's already laid eggs.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I I don't know what to do now. I can't let him out there.
Oh.
I mean,
Where'd she lay the eggs at?
right up, I have 2 pallets that are laying up against my garage that are to be burned in our camp. We have a fire pit down by the creek that I'm on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I put, things that need to be burned. Well, she laid them right in between the garage and the pallets that are laying up against the garage.
You're gonna be a daddy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're
No,
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
a
be a
duck
papa.
daddy.
I'm gonna be a
Quack,
papa.
quack.
Gonna be a granddaddy.
Unless, you want to make scrambled eggs, but that's another story, man.
I think my wife would have something to say about that.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't want to eat duck eggs anyway. So what are you gonna do?
I think I'm going to call the Department of Human Resources, or the not human resources,
Game, fish?
game, yeah, game and fish, wildlife. Find out what I could do,
Okay.
because I don't want to. I mean, I don't want to disturb the nest, and I don't want to disturb her. But my dog's got to go.
Yeah. Maybe can you go out there with your dog until he, does the deed and then bring him back?
Yeah, I could. I could actually probably take him out front. Man, you had to ban somebody already.
Yep. Already had to ban somebody.
It's too early in the morning for that.
Hey, did it work? Did you get all the mods?
Yeah.
All right. So old man's coming in. You're probably gonna spawn at that other farm over there. I'm over here at the shop. All right. Let's.
Is that?
What?
Yeah, I'm looking at chat, and they will relocate the eggs and the female duck, or what? Does anybody know?
I would think they would.
I mean, I think they would too. Why do I gotta change my character again?
They still haven't fixed that. I've always got red hair. I just put on a hat and go on about the business.
No, I mean I gotta change my clothes, my everything.
Oh. Wondered why my neighbor's dog was barking. There's a vehicle stopped on the side of the road. I wonder if somebody... wonder if somebody's having like a garage sale somewhere or what's going on. Well, here comes another one. Let me watch him go by. They may just be broke down or something. I don't know. I'm going to leave my camera up so I can watch them. Alright, so we looked at that, all as Chalmers. Here's another one. This one's a wee bit smaller. You can do different wheel setup on the front. And you can change the muffler. But it's a little bit smaller. I've got several of these smaller type tractors in here. Don't know that we can do a ton with 48 horsepower. There's actually one smaller than that. So there it is. Just to show you comparison, here's me and there's the tractor. Huh? Look at this. I'm taller than the tractor.
Oh, that's gonna be fun to use.
And look, listen to that startup. Boy, that thing's got a good sound to it. You wanna try it?
You know what?
Go for it. I do have a few implements that might work with it. It's 48 horsepower. It sounds so good I can literally smell the fumes. It looks good though. There. Almost like a cold start.
Yeah, it sounds really good.
Animations work. Alright. So let's sell that one back. Look at the rest of them here. So I got these case tractors in here. And these are different. I'm trying to see. Let's see. That one goes... This one goes a little faster. Well, no, it's got a little more horsepower to it. You can do duals on it. You can do the different tires in the front too. Okay. Yeah, the lights, they don't actually... So you see the reflections from the lights, but you don't see the lights themselves lighting it up. Like the hazard lights. Yeah, it's not a very high quality detail inside the cab.
Sounds good though.
Okay, some of the... So none of the surface lights, like it shows the lights on the ground, but they don't light up on the tractor itself. See that? Can you see them? I can't see them.
No, I can't see him.
I can see it on the ground, and it lights up everything around it, but it doesn't light up. It's not a very, I guess... I'm gonna assume that these down here, like that one, probably about the same. Because these, I think, came from the same... Yeah. The lights don't light up, the beacon lights don't light up on the model. So yeah, maybe we don't use these. Buy all the tractors, you have the money. We're testing each individual tractor out. That's why we're doing this today. This is why we're doing that. Morning, big dog. We're checking out the mods. We're trying to decide what we want to look at using when we move to Montana. And that's gonna happen. Alright, so let's sell that one back. Sell this one back. And continue on. So none of these case ones. We do have this case one. This one's in the mod hub, so we'll probably definitely use that one. What else we got? Got a little international. It's about the size of the Alice Chalmers that we had. You can put little wheels on the back or the bigger wheels on the back. It does sit off to the side. Actually, that extends the front wheels too. So you can make it I guess it's like a high frame row crop type tractor that you can make it. You can put the lights on it. It's only $750. Not too bad. All right, let's listen to this one start up. I like the sound of this one too. It only goes 9 miles an hour. So maybe we'll use this one for parades or something. It's definitely a high quality model. Do the lights work? They do. Do they work on the ground? They do not work on the ground. They light up on the model, but not on the ground. Oh, that's disappointing. When does Montana come out? Before June. Late May is what's been stated. Alright, so maybe we don't use that one.
That didn't have a lot of horsepower, did it?
No, as a matter of fact, I need to go and look, see how much it had. That's the Alice Chalmers. It's this one right there. The horsepower on that one, 18 horsepower. We could leave the lights off of it and just not use it at night. if we wanted to use this for something. I don't know what we would use it for. It doesn't have a 3-point. It has basically just the pin hitch bar on the back where you can put the pin hitches in. So this is definitely a early on tractor.
Does it have a PTO?
Yes, it does have a PTO. I'm shocked at that. But yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so we have different versions of it though. So there's one with 19. This one goes 20, 23. Just go in and look at these here. So you can do the different designs on that. You can put the headlights on. I'm going to assume that the headlights don't work on these. The lights may just be there for decoration. This one you can put a 3-point attacher on the back of it, looks like. Adds the bar to the side there too, so that's kind of neat. Got these here. This one's a little bigger. You can change the design on that. I actually like that. That's pretty nice. All kinds of different designs, depending on what model you would like. And I'm gonna assume that we'll look at it. This is the high crop version. I think it does have a different sound from the other one. But yeah, the headlights do not work on it. They're only there for decoration. The fan does spin in the front. Interesting little tractor. Something you might see at a farm show. So that goes all the way up to this one. This one you can do the different design on in the front there. So you got the tricycle. You can do a single wheel. And the only thing with the design is it adds the lights in the front, but the lights do not function like in the environment. They're only there for decoration. So that changes the spacing too in the back. Okay. This one's in the mod hub. I think we've actually looked at this one before. This one has all kinds of options. You can change the cab on it. You can put a cab on it. You can do the canopy on it. Might look at utilizing this one. This one has an unrealistic. I don't know if it's unrealistic. I guess it would be unrealistic. Maybe it says ultra power, so it's like a turbo. It's 300 horsepower. That's not realistic at all for this tractor, I can tell you. 95 horsepower would be just fine. You can do the front loader attacher on this one though. You'd have to use one of the in-game things. But I do have some new front loader attachers as well. So downloaded the bulldozer. That's kind of interesting to use. It's different. And then we go into Ford. So we got a Ford tractor. TW20. Change the wheels on the back of that one. You can put the canopy on. That adds the box inside there. Little seed, what do you call it? Seed plow 2 box. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure they used it back in the day. You can put a front weight on it. And you can put, this actually comes with a custom, well, not a custom, but a different series, the 760 loader. So it's kind of like the Great Bend back in the day. So that's the little Ford tractor there. We do have an older Ford there, and then we have this one. I like this one. My dad had this tractor. This is the Ford 8N. I'm trying to remember. I think he had the one from 19, I want to say his was, I think it was a little bit later than this one. Maybe a 54 or something like that. I could be wrong, though. I'd have to ask him. You can change the engine in that. 25 horsepower for that one. Change the wheels on it. It's had a bumper on it. That just changes. What does that change? Oh, that puts the thing on the side there. And that changes the exhaust. His exhaust was underneath like that. I want to hear this thing. That's different. I would have expected that to be a little louder. But it totally looks like the old one, yeah. With these smaller tractors being so low on the horsepower range, I mean, we could use them for maybe pulling a small trailer or small rake. We do have like a small rake that we can use with them. And this one's in kind of the same boat in the headlight department. The headlights do come on, but they do not shine on the ground. They do not illuminate. They're there for decoration only. Okay, so that's the 8N. I really thought that would have been louder, but it is not. I wonder if I changed like the engine on it. Nope, it's about the same. Okay. We'll sell that back. That was the Ford. That one there. We have this one. This one is, I think this is the one from the mod hub. Not very much more horsepower. It's probably comparable to that one. Change the attachers on that one. Got this one. Another international. These are most likely older models. Can put a canopy on that one too. That's got 105 horsepower. And this one has its own front loader attacher, so I do like that. Another version of that one, I think. It's a little bit bigger. You can go 128 on this one. You can do Goodyear, Firestone, Michelin. Do the factory exhaust, different ones. Open station, you can do the, yep, you can do the canopy on that one. Enclosed. Got a few enclosed ones, different design. Put the weight on the front, and yeah, you can do the front loader attacher on this one. So this looks just kind of like the other model, just a little bit bigger. Got a little more ponies with it. Let's see. Got these. These are just little. They're little. That's, for lack of a better word, they're little. You can put the ROPS on that one. You can change the wheels on it, the wheel setup. And you can add, it has its own front loader attacher, little bitty front loader attacher. So this is like your, you know, you see the ads on TV for these, for, you know, people that maybe bought a house out in the country and they want something to move stuff around or do stuff with. This is an older version, and I think this one might be a more kind of updated, up to date version, maybe. All right, then we got this John Deere here. That 1956-80. So this is from the 80 series. Oh, yeah, unrealistic horsepower on that one. You can choose the 200 horsepower option on that one. So it's tuned. We'll say we got a guy that came in and tuned our tractors and beefed them up. Got a little more horsepower out of them. Or something if we decide to go that route. Let's take a listen to that one stock. Got a good sound. Oh, the headlights do work. Oh, and they're kind of like a warm white light too. That's how an old headlight would look if you shined it. You know, a lot of the headlights now, they're like a cool white. It's like a warm white light shining out the front. I like that. Got that little putter.
That does sound good.
Wanna try it out? I wanna pick up some of these. Oh
Did
boy.
you hear the brakes?
Was that the brakes?
That was the brakes.
Oh man. Yeah, that's cool. You gotta try that one out. I like this one. It's got a lot of detail to it. Got a good startup sound too.
Yeah, it does.
And you can, this is one of the ones you can tune up to 200 horsepower. So if you wanted to, you could Can't put a 3-point on it, but you can pull something heavier with it. Got hydraulics on it though. So
Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back.
okay. Let's take a look at some of the others from that pack. So there's the one we had. So 60 horsepower to 200 tuned. These are 67 to 200 and 80 to 200. Let's take a look at these. So you can do these tuned to 200. I'm just going to do stock on them. Keep them as single wheels. Sell that one back. So these are probably going to be close to the same. Sound-wise, light-wise, yep, they use the warm white lights on that. I like that. Yep. Okay, so they're about the same. Get the next one. So this one is stock 90 horsepower. I'll tune it to 200. Do the singles on that one. Yeah, this pack, they're going to have the same sound system, sound files with it. I love the warm white light headlight. That's cool. Alright. Let's go take a look at the rest of them. So, this is the one that I was talking to Old Man about. I like this series of tractor. It's got several different models in here. I like the 4020. That one right there. You can do the different design on the wheels. Do tricycle or that. I'll just do that for now. You can put the umbrella on it. You can put the canopy on it. You can do the cab. I think we'll do open station on it for now. You can put the weights in the front, and you can put a front loader on this one. Now, I like this tractor, but it's got an issue. Now, EY has submitted his versions of this tractor to Giants, but it has not come back yet. But I want to show you guys what this does. And it only does it. It doesn't do it with the tricycle. So if we got this tractor, that's why I put it in here. If we got this tractor, we'd have to do the tricycles on it. So let's go look at that. Alright. So the headlights do work on it. Looks like it's got the warm white lights on it. But oh man, you watching this?
Yeah, I'm watching.
Alright, so.
I just got back.
Alright, welcome back. So this one that does have the front loader on it. If we get this tractor, we'll have to put it as a tricycle, because I don't think it does it as a tricycle. But if you do the wheels like this, with the two wheels kind of spaced out in the front, I'm going to turn left. So you would think inertia would pull the center of gravity of the tractor to the right. You know, if you know anything about physics, you turn left, you're, going to get pulled right. If you turn right, you're going to get pulled left. This is the opposite with this tractor. I'm going to turn left. See that?
That's no blame, no. That's not good.
Whee! Yeah. It only does that with the wheels like that spaced out in the front. But if you customize this tractor, do the different wheel design on it. Do like the tricycles in the front, singles in the back. Keep the design the same. It doesn't do it with the tricycle. Now you think it would be the opposite. You know, you think it would do it with a tricycle. But it doesn't do it with a tricycle. See that? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So if we use this tractor, which we could use it as a tricycle. It'd have to be a tricycle for it to work. I don't know, maybe we have a fleet of tricycle tractors, because, you know, a lot of those other ones will do tricycle as well. We can call it the tricycle farms. I don't know, you want to drive that one?
Oh, no, I'm good.
You good? Okay. Alright, let's look at the rest of them. We're getting through the small tractor category here. So that was that one. This one's available in the mod hub. My grandpa had one kind of like this. This is a Model A. His was a Model M, and it wasn't a tricycle, but this is a tricycle, and I think it's only available in the tricycle. Yeah, you can't change the front.
No, I think you can only put duals on it.
Yeah, just duals and the attacher in the front. So.
And that doesn't look good with duals.
No, this is really meant to be single. Be an okay tractor just for something, you know, 34 horsepower. It's not a lot of horsepower, but then you have, this is the one, I think this is the one that Giants actually released in 22, but somebody converted it over. What does that do? Add something in the back. Put the little fenders on in the back. Changes the color of the fenders in the back. Okay. Change the main color of it, make it orange if you want to do that. So we have this one. This one's available in the mod hub. It's kind of a rustic, dirty version. So I don't know. Maybe we find one of these on our farm. We'd have to do this up though, because 50 horsepower. You only change the wheels there. You can make this a non-rust version. You can do the front weight. You can only put the safety frame on it. It doesn't have like a canopy. I would say you would really need to change like the color of the seat or the rims. I would say the rims. Not necessarily to the John Deere yellow, because that would be like a new Deere yellow. I would say make it like a Challenger or JCB yellow. Kind of like a faded yellow. Change the seat color maybe to something like that too. Yeah, kind of an older yellow. Yeah, maybe Challenger yellow. Yeah, I think the Challenger yellow is a little bit better. All right, and then let's see, we got the M7. So we get into the tractors by Stevie. Now, Stevie has released some great mods in the past. Some of them have got some settings that are what we call OP. That, yeah, there's different stuff. So you look at this is the one from Giants. I believe, I think. Is it? Yeah, I think that's the one from Giants. This is the one from Stevie. Got a few more settings to it that you can do. We'll probably look at some of his. He's got some tractors that he's brought over from the previous games, so definitely we'll look at those. Got the Mahindra that's available in the mod hub. Got the Massey Ferguson. This one is, I guess it might be from that same mod author that does the tune-up on it, the 200 horsepower. 98's the stock on it. So this is the Massey Ferguson. Well, I feel tiny in this thing. This thing is a little bit bigger than the other ones. That's got a very deep sound to it. Warm white lights on it, old school, like that.
Well, it does sound like it's got a turbo on it.
Yeah, this is not even the turbo version. You can tell it's a workhorse though. Put that out in the field. Cab is pretty nice. I just like it at idle, man. And even at idle, it sounds good.
You know, it's just the little things in life that you like. It's like the steering rod on it. It's,
Yeah.
that is so awesome.
Does that have a 3-point on the back? It doesn't have a 3-point, so we'll have to use equipment that does not require a 3-point, just pin hitch stuff. Okay. Keep on going. We're still in small tractors. Got this. This is a more modern version of a Massey open station utility tractor. This is probably comparable to the little John Deere utility tractor. This one goes to 100 horsepower. You can do 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive on it. Put a beacon on it, triangle, all that stuff. Put a canopy on it. I like that. You can do the front loader. I will have to look. That says Elo. I don't know. Stole. I'm familiar with Stole. I wonder if one of the in-game ones would work. Probably. I do have a front loader system. I probably need to go show that off too. I probably got a front loader set of arms that might work with that. Which one is shorter? Yeah, they're both about the same, aren't they? Alright. Does it have a 3-point on the back? We could put a little small mower on the back of this thing or something. I even like the end cab. Looks pretty good. Let me see if the arms will work on it. So I've got we got the new arms for the new case Model C. We've got the Kubota arms there. This came with a what is the Magnum that's in the mod hub. These are the Great Bend arms, which are the 760 arms that go on the Ford. The only thing is they only come in white. Let's see. There's some Massey arms that come with another different tractor. These are the small arms that go with the little John Deere utility tractor. Picked up some very nice buckets here. An MDS bucket. Got some MDS, oh gosh, what were they? Pallet forks, I think, too. Let's see, and then we've got, not that one, I think it's this one down here. So we've got these Massey arms. You know what? These Massey arms might work with that better. They almost look like the ones that Stevie did. I don't know, that might be something we have to test out. So these are the Stevie arms. I think these are the bigger, quick arms. But the thing with these is you can change the design on them. So you can do quick, you can do Kubota. Now you would have to change the color if you wanted to. You can do Kloss, you can do Massey Ferguson, you can do New Holland, Deutz-Fahr, Case, Fent, and then back to quick. So you can do that. And like, say you wanted to make say you wanted to put some arms on the Puma, if you wanted the Puma. So you would pick out the Case IH, and then you would just change the color. I would say probably maybe the in-game Case IH red and Case IH red. So there you go. Got you some not technically Case IH arms, but they are, what's the right word? Aftermarket? Third party? Something like that. I bet these other ones would work better on there, though. I wonder. These are for that tractor. It's a small tractor. That's a small one, too. Bet these arms would work with it. Oh, you can change the thing up on it. See if they work. Oh yeah, they totally work. Look at that. Would you look at that? Just look at it. It even matches the paint scheme and the branding, the labels on it. Would you look at that? Just look at it. Alright, that's nice. Even the hydraulics connect on the side there too. Look at that. They connect down there to that. Sweet. You want to check it out?
No, I'm good.
Alright. Sell that back. Alright. Back to small tractors. You know you got a lot of tractors when you have to scroll this far down and you're not even at the bottom yet. We've got the old Massey's here. We've got the New Holland that's in the mod hub. Got the Ford, which these two tractors are pretty much the same. This is the tractor before I think they sold the agricultural part of the whatever Ford to them. So it's basically the same tractor. You can do a lot more different stuff. Change all kinds of customizations on it. I think there's several different beacon options you can do. You can do one beacon, two different styles. So change your mirrors up. A lot of different stuff you can do with that. And then somebody in the chat last week was actually asking about this, and I was biting my tongue because we hadn't announced anything yet. It's labeled as Agco and Lizard. These are Oliver tractors. So you can change the design up on these. Put a bracket on the front. Just adding a label, I think. You can do the canopy on this one. With the little box. It's kind of similar. I guess that's kind of similar to the other one. It looks like a speaker box. Maybe it's a radio. Ooh. Put a toolbox on it. It's on the other side. It's always the little things that they do, you know, to... You can change different stuff on it. Something is changing. What's changing? Oh, the knob. You can put the knob on the steering wheel on this one too. Put the sign on it too. Ooh, I like that. I like all the little detailed stuff you can do with these things. Good morning, Yellowberry. Okay, under the attachers. I don't know what that means. It says no loader. And then when you switch it, it's $150. It says don't use this. Is that like a hidden message from the mod author, maybe? I don't know. That's weird. Sounds about the same as some of the other ones. Oh, the headlights don't work on this either. Darn. They light up, I'm sure. Yep. But you don't get the environmental effect. I don't know what that is. I guess it's a radio on the side there.
Yeah, that's a radio.
Want to try that one out?
Oh my God, I'm a... What'd you call this? The guy that stretched?
Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah.
Why? Oh. Huh?
Oh my God.
I think that's meant for maybe taller people. Oh man, your arms. Look at your arms through the steering wheel. Yeah. Not just your legs, it's your arms too. You've dislocated your arms at the elbow. And you're stretching all the way through. Maybe we don't use this tractor. Oh man.
You get it. I want to see if it works with you.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
I look like an alien. We've come to this planet to farm your fields. Yee. Oh boy, maybe we don't use that model.
We can use it. Just
Kind of weird.
don't look at it.
Oh. Hang on, I do have another one. Somewhere down the line here. Here we go. It's an older one. It's an oldie but goodie. It's one of those, yeah, it's from the same people that did the other ones. So this is one you can tune up to 200 horsepower or do 98. So this should be a good one. Oh yeah, good sound. headlights do work. Actually got extra lights on it. Got one front, the back, and then the extra lights in the front too. I like that.
Look at yours.
Are my arms stretched out again?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. Not quite as bad as the other one. But yeah, they had to stretch that left arm just a little, didn't they? Did the brakes squeak on this too? Nope. Alright, you go for it, old man. I'd say that I'd pick this one over probably that other one. It's kind of neat using the older equipment. I like the higher quality models, of course, but it's always nice being able to use that older iron type stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like this should be like on the tractor pools or something.
Yeah, or a tractor show. Like maybe you don't drive it, but you just kind of park it and shine it up real nice. And this tractor comes from 19 years old. It has 98 horsepower, and so it looks good though. It's a high quality item.
Yeah, the detail on the engines is really nice.
Got the labels on it that are detailed, so I like that. It almost looks like the Massey that we had a while ago. Might be. Alright. So that's that one. Let's go look at these others. Yeah, some of these will keep, some of these will not keep. Let's see. A lot of these are by Stevie, so they have different options. That's the Volvo, the in-game. The little Volvo there, that's from the Silver Run Forest. So if you want those Volvo tractors, you got to go to Silver Run. Here's a white. Now, you said these didn't have a sound.
I don't think it's that one. It's the metal tractors.
Okay. So you can put a cab on that one, or you can do open station on it. And it does have its own front loader. I like that. Not a very expensive tractor either for 95 horsepower. It's only 6,900. Go take a listen at it if it makes a sound. Let's see if it makes a sound. It does not. Or well, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Then we get to the medium-sized tractors. We'll have to test them out too.
Test those out, yeah. I like this one. I mean, it works. Do the lights work? Yes, they do. See how that's a cool white kind of light? Not like the older ones. So this would make a good, like, around the farm utility tractor to lift bales and, stuff like that.
Yeah, to do animal work with.
Mm-hmm. A little two-wheel drive. Don't need a four-wheel drive for that. Want to drive it? What does the end cab look like? Very, very plain. There are no gauges or anything. Looks good from the outside though. I mean, you gotta use the normal, like baloney. Whoa. How are you doing that? You were flying there for a second. Get in and do that again.
Well, I can't tell you all my tricks.
How'd you do that? Whoa. Do I do that when I do that? Nope, I don't do that. What kind of magic? You're a wizard, old man. Alright, let's check out. I think that's it for the small tractors. So we're done with that category now, I think. Yep, that was the last one. So let's go to the medium tractors. So we checked out the Fiat that they released with the precision farming. Let's get down in here. So we've got, starting off with the Alice Chalmers. Got the two-wheel drive there. 119. You can do it up to 148. Change it to duals in the back. I think this one might be pretty plain.
Sounds good.
Yep, sounds pretty good. The lights do work, I think.
Yep, they work.
Funny that it doesn't have just front. So it's either level 1 front and back, level 2 front and back, or level 3 and then off. So that's different. In cab, yeah, no gauges. All the gauges are missing. All these old tractors, we got these tractors from a junkyard, and all the gauges were messed up. They don't make any aftermarket gauges for the Alice Chalmers. Pretty plain. It moves though. Seems to be okay. Check it out. Sounds good. Alright, so that's the Alice Chalmers.
That reminds
30.
Sorry. That reminds me of the one we had in 22.
It probably is.
It looks just the same as the one in 22.
It probably is the same one. You can do that in a two-wheel drive or a four-wheel drive, so that's pretty much the same one. There's an articulated one. Now I had another articulated that was more of this design from this year model style frame, but it had like a flat tire issue or something going on with the wheel, so I just got rid of that one. You couldn't use it. Let's check this one out. Okay. Change that up. Oh, that charges you so much per day. See that? That charges you $5 a day to run.
Really?
Yeah, it has a daily price thing to it for that paint job. Okay, we'll keep that white paint job. You can do Firestone, Michelin, all kinds of different tire brands on it. Set it up with duals. You can do LED lights on it. Let's do the stock lights just to check out stock. Oh, look at this. You can put tanks on it. Are those fuel or is that
I bet you that's like fertilizer.
like
Or
liquid
herbicide.
fertilizer? Yeah.
Yeah. Put that on a planter.
What's that in? Putting something on the front. Oh, GPS. So it has like, I guess it's just a decorative like GPS type stuff. this one does have gauges in it. Adds the little GPS screen in here. Cabs is a lot more detailed than the other one. Okay, so the lights do illuminate the environment, but they don't light up on the model. You can't use this one at night.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could, but it just, the lights don't work on the model itself. Here, you take a look at it. I like that it has tanks on it, though. I wonder what the capacity is on it. I mean, how much farming do we do at night, though?
We don't.
Nope. We usually in bed and sleep until the next day, you know, by the time the sun goes down.
The inside's looks pretty nice.
Yeah, it's got a nice interior. Alright. Might check that one out again. I'll leave that one in. Go back to medium tractors. And that's under medium tractors. It almost feels like a large one, but it's not. Got these by Stevie. These are the in-game ones. The AGCO series tractors, but they've got a lot of customization to them. So let's see. We can do more horsepower. Okay, you can change it to, this is under the Challenger brand, but you can change it to the Alice or the white. Right, wait. Change the main color. It does add beacons to it. I'm going to pull it up just to see what it looks like. Throw beacons, woohoo! This is pretty much the in-game tractor, just you can do a little more customization to it. Different design, paint job, and the beacons. Alright, sell that back. I got another Alice Chalmers right here. You can tune that one up to 300 horsepower. Wow. Stock is 119 on that. This one kind of feels like from the same people that did that case. Put a 3-point on the back. Front weights. Maybe it's not from the same people. It does have the warm white lights. I do like that. Yeah, the gauges are there. Not too bad a tractor. Can't do a front loader or anything on it, but might be a good raking or tedding tractor or something. Alright. Got a nice little Alice here. Let's see. This is, I think this is Giants is there. Look at these case tractors. Okay, these are the cases that... Yeah, the lights don't work on the model itself, so it's kind of like that articulated Alice. The lights do work in the environment, but they don't light up on the model. Just like the hazard lights, they light up, they reflect off of the model and probably the environment, but they don't light up in the little housing on the model itself. So. May look at putting those back. These are all from that pack. Let's see. Got the this is the series from the mod hub, so we know that one works. We do have a return of the case Optum from Stevie. So this one was kind of comparable to like the T7 or the 7R John Deere. You can change this though. You can make it US or European. That's a nice one from Stevie. Oh yeah, look at this one, old man. Got a cat.
Oh yeah, the caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got a, let's see, what, 85C? 75D. Let's try that. Sounds good. Okay, the lights do work. Hazard lights work. Horn works. Not the most detailed interior, but it's pretty good exterior. Wanna try it?
So turn on a dime.
Yeah. Kind of like the 8RT. But this is, I guess they consider this a medium, probably because of the horsepower on it. How much horsepower did that have? Guess it probably depends on what, yeah, it depends on what size you get. 300, so 375 for that 85C. Not a ton of customization to it, but I mean, they're probably not. You would want to really customize with this. All right. Looking through a lot of stuff by Stevie in here, so we'll be probably utilizing that. Got another Ford. This is the 9600 Ford. You can make it a tricycle. Put weights on it. No engine setup, so this is going to be 145. You can put the Great Bend on it, though. Alright, the lights that are on it do work. The hazards on it do work. My arms are broken. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at this. They're crisscrossed. They cross the streams. It reminds me of that scene from RoboCop where the guy got smashed into the toxic vat of waste, you know, and he like melted.
Yeah, that don't look good.
This is, ooh. Look what happens when I turn far to the right. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
It's like a scene from Men in Black now. Ooh.
It's a shame because it's a nice looking tractor.
Nice tractor. It's got a good sound to it, too. Want to check it out?
No, I'm good.
You
I want
good?
to see my arms stretch out like that again.
So maybe we don't use that one. Think my character needs to head to the hospital? Probably after that, yeah. That is not a chiropractic recommendation to break your elbows like that and stretch them, you know, all the way out. No, 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 no. Alright, so you can do, I think this is pretty much just a straight bring over. You can do a front loader attacher on this. It's a Stevie model, so you know it's going to be good. It's going to probably have some extra ponies to it, and then, how fast does that actually go? Where's the speed thing at? 37? Yeah, that's about right. So if you turn that up, does that change that? No, that just changes the horsepower. Alright, so that's pretty much just a straight bring over. Get into the 40 series. One of these is from Jono, and I can't remember where the other one came from. We can do singles on that. In the front weight. So that's all the customization with this one. This is 143 horsepower. Be a good little extra tractor to have around.
There you go. I was going to say, can you buy that one real quick?
So the hazards on it do work.
Yep. You're standing up in the seat.
Am I?
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of am, man. Legs are stretched out there a little bit. Got a good interior, though. At least my arms are not, like, stretched out, crisscross, or broken. Check that one out. That one's not too bad. I don't know where that one come from. I do have another one. So this is the 4440. I do have this one. This one also comes in a 4-wheel drive or a 2-wheel drive. This is the one I think from Jono. Trent told me about this one. This one has a little more customization to it. So you can do a 4050, 4455, 4255. You can do Firestone, Michelin. You can do the duals in the back if you want. And these are actually, I would say, more of the American style of duals because they don't have the rods in them. These are like actual separate wheel rim setups. Put the weights on the front. You can do the retro mirrors or you can do the, well, maybe just the retro mirrors. You can do the steps. Do the new style or the old style. Loader shield. So you can put that loader shield on the front. Change the intake on there if you want to. Exhaust. Can add GPS to it. You can put beacons on it, so you can put a little beacon, mini beacon bar on the center part of it, or you can put just a single beacon on the side. Hazard extenders, yep, we'll put those on there. You can do that, or you can do the older style. Those are aftermarket ones there. Oh, I only did one wheel on one side. I guess you can do one wheel on one side. Or duals on one, and let me change that. Hang on. I wanted to put it on both sides. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that. There we go. And you can put the weights inside the center part of it there. Make it wider in the front if you want to. Beacon works. Hazards work. Lights work. Got the extra lights in the front and the back. Yep, I like this one. This one's good. Now this is the 2-wheel drive version of this. It's available in a 4-wheel. Let me check that one out. Oh yeah, it's got a nice interior too. Very detailed. What's the horsepower on that one? That's the 4455. 158. Not too bad. Like that one?
Yeah, I like this one.
Okay. Now I have not tested this next one. It's in the older kind of style design. You can do 145 or 175 horsepower. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we won't be putting triples on that one. Those kind of float away from the outside there.
I wonder if you would buy that if they stay like that or not.
Think they would?
I don't know if they would or not. That's
We can test that theory and see.
yeah, that's no good.
Nope. I don't think unless John Deere has come up with a new technology that I don't know about. Oh, and the lights don't work on this one. They work. I mean, they work. They illuminate the environment, but they don't work on the model. Yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah. Those might look a lot better.
Yeah, the duals will probably look okay. But I'm kind of disappointed that the lights don't work on the model.
Would they even have triplets back then?
I don't know. I guess maybe you could do it. Yeah, you want to check that one out or no?
No, I'm good.
Alright, and those are available in the mod hub. Let's see. That's the Giants one there. We've got Stevie ones here. Now the 4755F. This is what I was talking to old man to about earlier. The F, I believe, is the floater version. So this is the standard, I guess, Stevie version. It adds beacons. You can make it US style, so you can take those off. I wish Giants would add that feature where you can change that. Now I do like this. You know, the Giants version, it has the spaces up there on the cab for the hazard lights, but the Giants version does not have them. So here's the Giants version. If you zoom in there, you can see it has the spaces for the lights, but they didn't put the lights in the roof. They didn't do that back in 22 or here in 25. So there's no hazard lights up there. There's only hazard lights down on the thing. This one does have them down. It does have them in the roof, and I guess it's got them in the other part too. Let's see. Oh, you can add some horsepower to that one. 240. Michelin. Wheel weights. US. Take the plate off. Please tell me they light up. Please tell me they light up. Please tell me they light up. Yay, they light up. Woohoo! And we got the strobe beacons. Aftermarket strobe beacons. On the in-game, well, Giants 4755. Did that 4755 have headlights at the top in the front? I don't remember if it did or didn't. Maybe it did. I'll have to go look. Go look at that and see. Can't remember if it did or didn't. Yeah, it did. Okay. So yeah, if we get this model tractor, which is likely, we'll probably go with Mr. Stevie's version. Oh, it's got a third camera view too. So you got the outside camera, you got the cab camera, and then you hit the button again and it shows the back, like immediately. That's interesting. Alright. I wonder... For some reason my beacons were shutting off there. I didn't shut them off though. I don't know. We'll play with that later. Alright, so we've got the 7810 by Mr. Stevie as well. But let me show the floater version. So there's the floater version. It's kind of the same as the other one, but it's got the bigger floater tires on it. A lot of his tractors have these floater tires on them, or floater tires. You can do the floats with weights. Some of them you can do, I think you can do like duals. But yeah, it depends on whether, I guess it depends on if you're doing like maybe rice or something. Where would you need the floater tires? If you're doing rice or something like that, maybe?
Yeah.
Somewhere muddy. Got 7810 from him as well. Got the Kubota. This is the M8 from Mr. Stevie. Add a little bit of horsepower to that one. Instead of the base 230, you can get to, instead of the base 200 rather, you can do 230. Got another little Massey here, a little older style canopy utility tractor. I don't know if you really call it a utility tractor. I don't think you can do a front loader on it. And then we have a Minneapolis Moline. You can do, wow, you can tune it up to 500 horsepower. Or you can do the stock, which was 100 and what, 80, 160, maybe 168, 169, something like that. You can do duals on that one. Row crop duals even. You can add the air conditioner, yes please. You can put the fender on the back. And you can put the beacon bar on top. Strobe beacon bar. Alright, the lights do work on it. In cab looks pretty good too. I like the windows down at the bottom. Got those warm white lights on them. Alright, old man, take a look at it. I like that one. What do you think?
Look at my hands.
Oh no, does it do it? Can't see your hands. Turn towards me. Oh, they look okay from here.
Jump up on the tractor.
Oh. Yeah. They are a little stretched, aren't they? Just a little bit. That's how you know you gotta turn, like, super hard, you know?
Now, when I'm straight, they look fine.
Yep.
But when I'm turned, different.
Oh, boy. You'd think the mod authors would have been like, yeah, maybe I should do something different about that. I don't know. I like it, though. It's a nice tractor.
Oh yeah, it's a nice tractor. I mean, I'd if that's the only flaw to it, I'd use it.
Yep. Maybe not the ones that cross the streams or, you know, um, make you look like an
What?
alien or something like that. But yeah, you could totally.
That was something that you were gonna have to test. Um, it would have to be off stream. Because we're in multiplayer. I wonder if
Mm-hmm.
it happens in your individual games.
Oh, the arm
That's
stretching part.
yeah, that the arm stretching part.
I would say it probably does, because that is more of a model animation thing, and I think
I,
you're
I'm I'm thinking you're right, but I mean, I could test it. You could test it. Doesn't matter.
yeah something to test out, I guess, in the future. All right, let's move on to the next one. Minneapolis Moline. We got the Pumas by Stevie. That one thing about these, I was hoping for the Pumas. Um, you can't make them. You can't get rid of the squares on them. You can add the squares or remove them from some of the other ones that he did, but you can't make this a U.S. style tractor. Still, you can make it a T7 though, which is interesting because you know that New Holland and Case IH are kind of the same company now anyway. But you can make this a T7. You can also make it a um, Steyr. Couldn't get the word out. You can make it a Steyr tractor, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, you can make it a New Holland. Of course, you want to probably change the colors. It changes the color of the seat, or you can keep it as a Puma. All right, so we have this one. This one goes all the way back. Gosh, I think it was in Farming Simulator 13, maybe even earlier than that. This is the Schluter. This is the Schluter tractor. You can do up to 313 on this one. Different wheels. I don't know. Can you do duals on this one? No, I don't think you can do duals on this one. Different designs though. You can make it. Well, you see, that's what I'm talking about. So you can add the red and white striped squares, or you can take them away. I would say take them away. You can change the color of it if you want to. Wow, look at all the colors. Wow. You wanted to make it army green. What's the design color? Where's that? Oh, that's the seat. So you could change that to army green if you wanted to. Why can't I go down? Can't. I see more colors down there, but I can't go down. Oh, there we go. Could even make these army green. We got an army tractor. Woo! No, I don't know. You can make it whatever color you want. That's one nice thing about the Stevie. Most of the Stevie mods is you can make them any color you want. I got a lot more stuff by Stevie. All right, we're getting into the whites now. So here's the first white medium tractor. Goes up to 158 horsepower. Does it make a sound? If you have a white tractor in the wild, does it make a sound?
Oh,
I hear
that
it.
sound.
The lights absolutely do not work at all. Not on the model, not in the environment. At all. Inside looks great. You could hope it would be maybe just this one. Let's go for the biggest one. Where's the biggest? Biggest medium. Maybe this one is a two-wheel drive version. Okay, that's interesting. This one doesn't make a sound. I can't hear this one at all.
Yeah.
And the lights don't work on it at all. So I'm wondering, I don't know, should we just check them all out?
We can, yeah. I mean,
Let me get a four-wheel drive version, I guess. Let me do different duals in the back this time. Okay, this one makes a sound. But the lights don't work on it. The lights have got to work. I think. And so far, none of them have worked on any of these medium white tractors, which is sad. Sound works. Lights don't. Alright, so we won't be using any of these. I'll look around and see if there are others out there. I'm sure there might be. But probably won't be using these. Gotta have lights. And it's gotta make a sound. You know, it's not a tree, you know, if it falls in the forest, you know. But it's a tractor, so it's gotta make a sound. And it's got to gotta have lights. Old man said, not this tractor, I'm taking this tractor.
I'm taking this one. This one's mine.
This one's mine. Alright, let's get into the big tractors.
You can sell that one back.
The big ones. Where you at? Over here. Alright. Morning, Trent. Alright, a lot of these are going to be by Stevie. I think most of the big tractors that I've got in here now are probably going to be the Stevie ones. So you get a few more ponies. We do have the Challenger by Mr. Stevie. So that's nice. Change the design up a little bit. He replaced the red and white stripe squares with the yellow and black stripe squares, which I don't know how to feel about that, but it's better than the red and white ones, I guess, maybe. Got another one there. That's a float. Yeah, they need a lot of work. Those white ones do. Got some Stevie ones there. Lots of Stevie stuff. There are some in here that are not Stevie. Some of these are designed to hold, to do different things. So this, I think it's this one. And I don't know, I'm going to have to go find the... Maybe it's this one. No, that's a Stevie one, isn't it? I'm going to have to go find... One of them you can put tanks on, and I want to say it's that one. What category would those tanks be under? Okay.
It's the Watts tractor.
Is it this one?
Yep.
So these tanks go on that one.
Yes.
Okay. So just that tractor, probably utilize that one for that. You need Firestone or Goodyear?
I always go with Goodyear, but either one's fine.
Yeah, we can go with Goodyear. A lot of tire options on this.
It's a nice little mod. I like it.
Well, this has, you can do the different, all the different Starfire GPS modules on top with RTK too. Change the tint on the window a little bit. Weight, that's a big weight bracket. Wow. Oh, look, you can go in one of the tank. Does that hold stuff? It does. Doesn't it? I would assume that that holds stuff.
Yes.
And let me go back and get the tanks for that. So if I bought a pallet of liquid fur, where did that spawn? Oh, spawned under that. No. That does not hold,
Not put it in there?
it's not, I don't think it holds anything. I think it's just decorative. Unless there's another button that I'm not hitting and nothing's popping up on the helper up there. I'm gonna say that's just decorative. How do I put this on? Like that. So yeah, see now I've got a capacity. I can fill these tanks up. So that front tank is just decorative. Unless that's something else. Unless it holds something else.
I wonder if it holds seed. But why would it?
Find out. Nope. That's the liquid fart filling up over here. I guess I'm hitting that trigger. But no, this does not hold seed either. I don't know, I guess it's just decorative. Yep, that's just decorative on the front. So you could change that out if you wanted to.
I wonder what that little white tank is on the front of that. The big tank.
I don't know. Trent could probably answer that question. What's the little white tank do, Trent? Not a bad rig. And if you're going to use a planter with the liquid fur on it, like the Kinsey or the John Deere one with the liquid fur on it, I mean you get that extra little bit on it. So you have an exclusive planting tractor here. You want to take a look at it?
I've already had this mod, so
Okay.
I've played around with it.
I don't know, Trent, do you know what that little white tank is for? I would think it would be some kind of like additive to the liquid furred, or it's gotta be something, yeah. They put a little pesticide in there, or herbicide or something maybe in there. Maybe that's for herbicide. Just looks weird being on 36. It's to wash your hands. He may be right though.
Oh, I can see it. I definitely can see that. Yep.
Well, I could see that because on the sprayers they have they have the water tanks on them so you can wash your hands. If you handle if you have to change out like all the things on the booms, Okay. Well, that's that one.
Well, I learned something today. That's good.
Bet I can't sell these. Nope. But I can move them. You stay there. And you keep him company. Alright. Back to the mods. Just looks weird being on the 36. You mean the duals, the spacing of the duals? Yeah, I thought those were... You don't have the option on that tractor, though, to do the other. not looked at this one yet. Ooh. Oh, this one you can just take the fenders completely off the back. Look at that. Go up to 332, 352 on that one. Firestone, Goodyear, Michelin.
You need to check out the rice ones.
What's the rice ones?
Yeah, the rice tire options.
Where are they at?
No, it'd be on. I think it's the Firestone. I got some grip.
Where are they at?
It would be the grip one. I'm sorry, it's the grip one.
What brand is it under?
Firestone. But you just passed it.
You know I'm blind as a bat, so I'm just kind of... There's the duals. 800 singles.
Oh, Trent says it's Goodyear. It's
Goodyear.
under Goodyear's. Thought it was under Firestone, but it's
Oh.
Goodyear's.
There's the silage. Is it that one? You're talking about the silage one? What does it say? Oh no, that says grip rice. Okay. Yeah, those have got some, you could actually use this tractor as a, what do you call it? The skidder, the skid loader thing in the forest. That's crazy. Extra lights, sure. Guidance, yep, we'll do guidance on there. Radio. Monitors. Beacons. Yes, I like having the single beacon. The duals is okay, but single is where it's at. Front weight. Wow. Fancy. Just do the standard front weight. Intake filter. And hydraulics. Do the quick hitch. Front loader attacher. You can do a front loader on this?
I think that's for the level.
For what?
The level. It's like a blade. You'll have to go to levelers.
Oh. Levelers? Where's that at?
You go down where the forage harvesters are. It's in that row of categories.
I think I already found it. Ooh. Down on that one. Well, it's got that kind of delayed, you can tell this thing's got some weight behind it. when I hit the brake, it takes it a second to stop. Alright, so you have to manually lift it. There, no, it's phasing through my front. Wait. We can move snow with this. Push silage with it. Hazards work, beacon works. Lights work, and they use that old warm white. That's awesome. I like this tractor. How does the inside look? Oh, the inside looks beautiful too. Very detailed. Have you seen this one yet?
No.
Do your hands stretch. Let's. Hang on, let me get up here and look at you. Turn your wheel left and right. Nope. And you're not standing up in the cab. This is a high quality item. I like it. We'll probably keep that one. Alright, back to large tractors. What's our time at here? We're getting there. Getting to the halfway point. Now keep in mind that a lot of these are we'll keep, some of them we'll keep, some of them we'll get rid of, but a lot of these are I just totally forgot what I was gonna say. I can't remember. I done totally forgot what I was going to say. This one is in the mod hub. This is the Massey. I think this one's probably a good one. Did EY do this one?
Oh, I don't know.
Change where the exhaust is at on it. Three-point on the back. I think EY did this one. I think this is one of his. I could be mistaken. This one is from the mod hub though, so everything should work on it. Okay, hazards work. Lights light up and work. Cab, everything in the cab seems to be working. Pretty high quality in the cab as well. Yep, I think we'll get into the Massey Ferguson lineup there, old man. You tell me.
Sounds like a plan.
So good to you?
If you're sitting in the cab,
Uh-huh.
you can hear the hazard lights going off.
That's a nice detail. Yep.
That's definitely cool.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Not only that, but your shifting knobs, like you got the main one there that changes the gears, but all the knobs over there on the side move too. So
Yeah.
you can see those knobs moving as you go. That's nice. Alright, so we'll keep that one. I have to go back and watch these videos to make a list of what all we're keeping and what all we're getting rid of. That was the Massey. We do have the return of the Challenger from Mr. Stevie. You can do 1,165 horsepower on this tractor. I would say that's a big boost. I would say that's definitely tuned. That would pull... I mean, that's probably comparable to the Big Bud horsepower. Oh yeah, got them big duals on there. That puts those back on there. We don't need those. You can put the additional weights in the back. You know this is going to be a power horse right here. Ooh, this thing gets too. Want to check that one out?
Nah, I'm good.
I remember back in the day, I want to say it was in 19 maybe, that we had the different versions of the Challenger, the tracked one, and you could get like, there was an Anaconda one that had like a snake skin kind of, and then there was another one too.
Yeah, I remember those.
We have the Rostel Mash. I don't know if we'll do the Rostel Mash. We'll do the Monster Mash, but I don't know if we'll do the Rostel Mash. These are by Stevie. Are these Russian tractors? They only go to 647. Maybe we'll do the Rostel Mash. I don't know. Can change the color of it. Whew. For some reason those beacons are brighter. They seem brighter to me anyway. No, we might do the Rostel Mash. Well, I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For a monster from his slab began to rise, then suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash, toot, did the Rostel Mash. No Rostel Mash. It was a graveyard smash. He did the mash. Okay, we might do the Rostel Mash just so we can sing that song every time we drive it. Okay? Alright. Just a minute. So then we have the case by Stevie. You can make it US. What's the horsepower on that? So that one goes to 1156 now too. So just a beefed up version of, I guess, the in-game one. Got the Steiger from Stevie. So we got a case articulated with the dual wheels on it. Can make it US. Probably look at getting one of those. Got a T8 by Stevie. Put extra lights on it.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Go up to 647 on that one. Seems like all the tractors with like 430 some odd horsepower normally, you can go up to 647 with Stevie's. So those signal extenders on there. Got another one. I guess that's probably the one. Yep, that's the one with the floaters. Get the return of the T9. Used this tractor a lot back in Farming Simulator 15. That's when New Holland was kind of new to the game, and you had a whole bunch of New Holland equipment. You can make this one US though. We couldn't do that back then. Duals on that one. All the extra lights. Bet you can go to... No, you cannot go to 1100 horsepower on that one. Huh. Interesting. But this should pull all the big stuff. Got a Voltra, and then we got the return of the Versatile, however you guys say it. You can go to 1100 horsepower on that one. Can make it a US. So yeah, got a return of the Versatile. Morning, Jeff. Alright, so that is the tractors. Let's look at the trucks now. You might be like, oh man, you're just going through the whole library of equipment. Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to look at the trucks. So there's all the in-game stuff. We've got a bunch of trucks by Stevie. So let's take a look at them. So you got all your standard setups. You can increase the horsepower. Do the long. Do the duals. Pretty much all the basic stuff. Design color. Oh, you can make them just single colors now. All beige. All black. All red. So he did add those additional features to it there. I'm gonna say these have all been Stevie-fied. Yeah, one thing he didn't do, he didn't add beacons to this. I'm kind of shocked by that. I would have thought he would have added beacons to that. I'm sure maybe these do. Maybe you can put beacons on these. No. No, you can't add beacons to these. Huh. I would have thought Mr. Stevie would have added beacons to these trucks. I am not seeing any options to... Maybe that's why, because you can do the different day cab and stuff like that. I don't know. That you can increase the horsepower on. The tires have got to be either Continental or Trelleborg. Put a grill on it. And you can change the color of it, so I like that. Then you got all the Volvo stuff. Okay. What about this? So it's still pretty much standard in-game stuff. You can change, you can do mainly just looks like colors, different colors with that. Alright, I don't think there's any cars, special cars. There's one by Stevie. Need a little more horsepower to it.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Telehandlers. Let's look in here. I got one by Stevie there, but I did find a deer. Have not tested this. I have to go with Nokian tires. I don't know. Or I guess Trelleborg. Yeah, I don't know. I have to go with Midas. Still waiting for Black Sheep Modding's telehandler to come out. I think they already, I'm pretty sure they already submitted it to Giants, but okay, lights work on it. That does not go out very far. Huh. That's as far as that goes. That's it. That's all you get. Tell you what, let's get a Kloss and do a comparison. When it comes to telehandlers, I think the Kloss probably wins. I haven't tried the other ones, but should we just do the in-game one or let's do the Stevie one. We'll do the same tires and everything. So there's the deer. Here's the Kloss one. So we'll do the reach on the, let's do the, how do I do that again? There we go. Alright, that's all the way out, right? Mine's bigger than yours, man. I think the Kloss wins. If you're gonna have a telehandler.
Wonder what the reach on that. I can't pronounce it. That Merlot.
Let's get it and see. This one right here.
Yeah, that.
Let's do the
That's
Stevie
the-
one.
That's the in-game one, though, right?
Yeah, this is the Stevie one right here. The in-game one's at the top. They don't have Midas, so we'll have to see how far that one goes. Yep, mine's still longer. I think the Kloss wins. What are the other ones? It doesn't give you like the reach on them down here, does it? Got the Fent. Nope. It's got about, yeah, it reaches just a little further than the John Deere. What else we got? We got the, I can't pronounce that one. You have to do that one.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to try that.
So that one's about like the Merlot. Merlot. Oh, in the JCB. So this one comes in different models. I don't know the difference, so I'm going to go with the big one. I'm assuming that's the big one. 541. Beacons. Oh yeah. So these are comparable, except when you get to the Merlot, it goes a little bit further, and then the Kloss wins. The Kloss has the greatest reach. So if we're going to get a telehandler, you might want to go with the Kloss, because it reaches just that extra little bit. Might as well, I mean, you might as well just have a tractor, because this John Deere, it don't reach very far at all. I mean, it's great to have a telehandler to maneuver around and stuff, but you would think the reach would be more than that. Oh well. We learn. Well. Nope. There we go. This is the one, is this the one that the cab comes up on? Or is it that other one?
I don't know. I don't use telehandlers in the game.
Nope. Not that one. I think it's the one with the white cab on it. Didn't get your cab up. Yeah, see the cab comes up on that one.
Yeah.
I guess that's one added feature maybe to this one that you can do. Can you drive around like that? Oh yeah. Okay.
But the center of gravity would be so.
Is it bad?
Well, I'm just thinking if you try to do a.
Okay, that way. Yeah, I think in real life this would have flipped by now.
Oh yeah.
Whee! This reminds me of that scene where Johnny Five in Short Circuit did the dance, and he's dancing to the Bee Gees. More than a woman, yeah, more than a woman to me. All right. Well, that's enough playing. We got other stuff to look at. All right, so YouTube land. Thanks for watching. We're gonna do this, continue this on in the next video. So we're doing some testing of the equipment that we're gonna take to Montana with us. What we are gonna take, what we're not gonna take, what we're gonna call the manufacturer or the shop people and say, hey, look, we got issues with this thing. So catch us in the next video. Until then, remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, YouTube.